Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Connection with the Weekly Comic Book Roundup. We're about pushing the midway point of this portion of the roundup. So let's start things off with the Flash number 14. In the aftermath of Absolute Power, Barry Allen is no longer has his super speed. No, he is no longer the Flash. So the issue starts off 2 weeks ago in the Arctic Circle. Weather Wizard comes upon a dinosaur rider and challenges to a duel. Today and now, the Flash family, well, Wally's family, no, Linda, Linda Park West, Irie, Kit, Jay, well, the kids, also their dog, are going on vacation. A vacation to Skartaris. It's a magical place, so superpowers might not entirely work there, according to Wally. But also 2 weeks ago, it turns out that Wallace and Wally managed to get all of the as well as Triffitek managed to make a point of getting all of the Central City police who had been in orbit in stasis orbiting the sun back to Earth. And they also check on the rogues. Though apparently Weather Wizard's missing. Gee, whatever he could be. And well, at Barry's retirement, I'm sure that this will be one of many retirements for Barry. So, Barry gives Wally his flash ring, the ring that he keeps his costume in. Apparently, it's heavier than it looks. However, Wally gets a call from the Justice League. And in Skartaris, though, Wally has to rescue, or deal with the question of, are the dinosaurs dangerous? Potentially, but, well, they can be kept at bay. And superpowers are working just fine. The whole thing was trying to keep the whole thing was Barry trying to keep something on the down low, which we'll get to late in a moment. At the Watchtower, apparently there was a message from Warlord of Skartaris addressed to the Flash. Apparently, Weather Wizard has, he's kind of trying to take over. He's trying to take over Skartaris. Funny that's where Wally and his family head on vacation. I wonder, could there be a connection, especially now that Wally knows this and knew that before going on the vacation? Yeah, there is. And so Wally tells Linda, and she apparently packed for an adventure, and she also tells Wally that if he lies to her again, she's gonna break his entire face. But apparently, Irie managed to swipe Wally's ID card and duplicated his basically duplicated his biometrics. Something that that Wally did kind of pose a question about happening to Red Tornado, and she manages to access the watchtower. However, she's really decided she is cited as being an intruder, and the League are not happy about this. Least of all, the Flash. How exactly is the Flash in Scarteris and on the Watchtower? Well, we'll find out next month, because that is where the issue ends. Okay, all right. Should be this. This should definitely be interesting. Moving on though to our next book, we've got Green Arrow number 17, or if you want to get into legacy numbering, 350. So this is one of the few all-in books that is actually going to kind of continue certain storylines from carry on certain plot threads from before absolute power, from at least absolute power, but yeah, basically continuing plot threads from before the all-in special. So the issue opens with at the fall of Amanda Waller. Apparently, Peacemaker and Peace Wrecker are trying to escape from the Hall of Order. There was apparently Waller had a secret passageway out of the city near the Hall of Order. They just have to get there, and they'll be home free. But Green Arrow stops them. Peacemaker taunts Ollie, basically, having basically been, he betrayed his friends. But Ollie goes to see Waller. And basically saying if she continues to be, if she tries to pull anything like she pulled Absolute Power, Ollie's not going to hesitate to pull the trigger. In the Watchtower, Ollie's walking corridors, and the other heroes are whispering behind his back, it seems. Keeping a distance. Which is smart, considering. But He talks it all out, and what was done. Gives a big speech to most of the league, and Clark welcomes him back. So he says that things must have been really hard on him, and go it alone, and throw himself right into the wolf's den. But the league talked, took a vote before Ollie arrived at the watchtower. It was unanimous. Even Black Canary's behind this. Batman doesn't exactly seem too on the same page, but it's Batman. But Ollie discusses things with the Green Arrow family, and he figures he needs to get back to his roots. To which Red Canary figures he means to the streets. But no. The boardroom. Apparently, not his boardroom, but a boardroom. The boardroom of Intermeds. A company whose logo includes the symbol, the Greek symbol Omega. That I'm sure that has nothing to do with Darkseid at all. No way. But Green Arrow pays him a visit, and basically tells him yeah, he's going to be watching. He's going to be keeping an eye on him. That it's good to be back. Of course, there's more in this year's Green Arrow Annual. I'm not actually sure when that's coming out. But we have another story, change of scenery. Ollie arrives at a safe house. Same time, a man by the name of Mr. Sherman, who has a smart house, is also arriving home. But Batman shows up at Ollie's to talk, and he says, the league and Batman says that the league forgives Green Arrow, but trust him, that's something else. And he also points out that he stopped by as a courtesy, as a friend, and he wants to trust Ollie. He just needs to know if he can, and so Batman will be watching. But apparently, Mr. Sherman was involved with Horton Chemical, a company named Horton Chemical. There was dump site funds approved for and some construction that was done. The smart house answer. This was when he went home, or came to his home, but someone decides to punish Sherman, and the issue ends the next morning when Sherman's driver, Cal, arrives to pick him up. A note is by his body saying, "Remember." And that will be continued in the pages of Green Arrow Ongoing. Okay, alright. Honestly, Green Arrow's been pretty solid. I'm hoping that it continues to be so. Luckily it will be. We've got a decent creative team. So, look for that annual whenever it comes out as well. But moving on to our last moment, we've got Power Girl, number 14, which is also continuing, actually continuing the story arc that was started last month, before the end of Absolute Power. Where we left off, this new hot hero in Metropolis, Ejecta, basically gave Omen something of a panic attack of sorts. Mess with her powers. But the issue opened with Ejecta saving an influencer, Humblebee. And Power Girl and Steel are wondering what's up with Ejecta. At the Daily Planet, Power Girl wants to pitch a story about Ejecta, but apparently the Mariposa, one of the Planet staffers that knows Power Girl, knows Dr. Paige Stetler, is also working on a story about Ejecta. At Omen and Power Girl's apartment, Omen is trying to get Streaky to promise to, take care of her if she goes bad. However, Axel shows up, bringing food. Didn't know what to bring, so just kind of brought a whole various foods of various types. And Natasha shows up, who was told by Power Girl to maybe check up on Omen. Apparently, Omen has been lax with her with various things such as personal hygiene, but so they Power Girl brings Mariposa and lets Mariposa in on the big secret. Paige Stetler is Power Girl. And so they discuss everything with about all the findings that about Ejecta that Mariposa has. Apparently, Ejecta's only been really active in more affluent neighborhoods, basically where she can likely be rewarded with large sums of cash and other favors. And so, Power Girl and Omen and to a point Steel decide to get Ejecta's attention with Power Girl burning Ejecta sucks on the wall of a building, but it got her attention, and apparently, so Omen tries to get into Ejecta's head, but apparently there's a trap set up for her. And Omen is unconscious, but it seems that Ejecta hails from the realm known as Delira, and her father had asked Ejecta to target Omen. That is where the issue ends. I don't know who Ejecta's father is, but I guess we'll find out sooner rather than later. Anyways, that's going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. Big shout out to Patreon and Patron Red Band as a Penis. Thank you so much for your support. It is greatly appreciated as always. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.